What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BBB Gaming News channel. If you want to hear the other side of the news, subscribe and turn on notifications. In today's news, we're going to be talking about Joewo and how he has decided to give his opinion on why casual players will not enjoy Warzone 2. So, let's crack on with the news. Joewo has actually gone into detail as to why the casual players will not be enjoying Warzone 2. The reason he's going into detail about it is because of the attachments for each weapon and how you have to unlock those attachments. He's claiming that you can't really have a decent loadout in the game if you only play the free-to-play Warzone 2 game when it comes out. How you would need to have multiplayer or plunder to actually level those guns up. He goes into detail about this because, well, it is quite complicated on the surface. If you look at it, you have to unlock one attachment to level 4, but then you'd need to unlock a weapon to a different level, but to unlock that weapon you need to go to a different weapon to unlock that to a higher level, and so on. It does go into a lot of detail, but I will allow Joewo to explain it all now.
Wait, like explain? Alright, let me show you for example. Alright, for example, let's say that you get the Lockman 762 and you're like, I want to build a loadout for the Lockman, right? And you rank up the Lockman. You aren't going to be able to use all of this stuff. To get this barrel, let's say that you like this barrel, right? You have to get the wrap H to level 4 just to get this barrel. So that means you have to grind multiplayer or plunder or whatever and grind. I don't even know where that gun is. Here we go. Perfect example. Look at this. To get the wrap H to level 4 to get the barrel, right? You can't use the wrap H until you get the Lockman 556 to level 16. So then you have to go back, not the gun you're originally wanting to use it for. You have to then go to the Lockman 556, which is locked. By the way, you can't even get the Lockman 556 to unlock until you get the Lockman 762, the original gun that you were gonna use because you liked it, to level 13. How is the casual player ever gonna have a loadout that's decent? Somebody clip that, literally, please. Like, that is literally a perfect example. Like, the casual player is not gonna have good guns. They're not gonna have good guns. It's gonna be literally so bad for them. They're not gonna have fun. They're gonna be fighting me with a freaking max level, whatever, M4 VLK, and look. You're like, yo, streamer guy, what's the best site? Oh, let me go through all 50 of them to let you know. Yo guys, what's up guys? Joe out here. You guys should be using the Schlaffinger 4X on your M4. Well, Joe, I don't have the M4. Oh, well, on your 4X site. Yeah, so for ranking up the M4, you actually don't get it. You don't get the site. You have to then unlock the RAF 11 to level 12 to get the site that's actually good to use on your M4. What? Joe, I kind of like the SZ Bullseye optic, Joe. Thoughts? Yeah. So you're gonna have to actually, to get that optic for your M4, which is actually your favorite AR, which is a good AR to use. That's the meta build. You actually have to get the SO 14 to level 20. But wait a second. But wait a second, ladies and gentlemen, before you can even unlock the best optic, which is literally 5 optics, there's 30 optics, that's 1 of 5 attachments. Don't worry, you still have 4 more to do to unlock certain attachments. To get the SO 14, you have to actually unlock the EBR 14 to level 12. So let's go over here to the EBR 14. Where's the EBR 14? Let's see here, EBR. Here we go, EBR 14. So you got to get this to level 12. To then get the other gun to level 19 to just get an optic for your M4. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Please.
So whilst this is a very valid point that Joewo makes, it is a shock to my system that he is even concerned about the casual players, because believe it or not, there is so many features within Modern Warfare 2 at the moment at least that are beneficial for the casual players, and I genuinely believe that unlocking attachments and weapons as well as camos on Modern Warfare 2 seems to be a hell of a lot easier than it was in Vanguard, Cold War and maybe even Modern Warfare 2019. So is this going to be a problem? Probably not. Remember, there were people who played Warzone 1 who also didn't buy Modern Warfare 2019, so they still had to go into the likes of Plunder or other limited time modes when they were incorporated to unlock weapons to make a decent loadout. But was the likes of Joewo and other top streamers concerned about it then? No. They were talking down to these guys in the game saying, get shit on kid, you bot, Jimmy, Timmy and all of these other things they like to call them. So why is it now that Joewo seems concerned about this? Is it that he himself thinks that he's not going to have a good loadout because he can't be bothered to unlock all these weapons? I don't know. But it is definitely a grind, and I honestly think, personally, that this grind is a hell of a lot more enjoyable than the other games I've mentioned. Vanguard, that was absolutely disgusting. The grind for camos on that game was so long-winded. The same for Dark Matter on Cold War. And Modern Warfare 2019, well, that was actually enjoyable. But I will say this, the likes of Joewo going into detail about why it could be complicated for the casual players, it could actually lead to maybe Activision, I don't know, opening the door for an easier option for the grind, so the casual players can get the weapons they want going into Warzone 2. Either way, I'm sure there will be blueprints brought out by Activision into the store, which will allow the casual players to get certain guns with certain attachments on. Hey, it's a great business decision from Activision if they do that, because instead of going and having to grind 15 different guns to unlock one attachment on the gun you want to use, you could just go and buy a blueprint from the store. It'll cost you probably, I don't know, 15 bucks, and then there you go, you've got the gun you need. And I'm sure that is probably the reasoning behind this, but I'm sure we'll have to wait and find out about that. Either way, that's Joewo's opinion on why he believes a lot of casual players are not going to be enjoying Warzone 2. It probably has nothing to do with all the skyrise buildings in there and how all these guys are going to be sniping across map. But I'm sure we'll find out when the game actually gets released and we see whether or not there is complaints about it. If you guys enjoyed today's news, make sure you smash that like button and give the video a share. It helps this channel massively. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss tomorrow's news. Triple B, over and out.